Have you ever felt like the Ontario Disability Support Program is designed to keep you poor instead of helping you move forward? For thousands of Ontarians living on ODSP, strict income and asset limits make it nearly impossible to save money, get ahead, or even take on extra work without being punished. Imagine trying to build a better life, only to find out that the second you earn a little more, your benefits are clawed back and your safety net is ripped away. That's the reality so many people are facing today, and it's leaving families trapped in poverty instead of supported on the path to independence. But here's the thing, the more we talk about these issues, the more awareness we build, and the stronger the push for real change becomes. That's why I'm breaking down the truth about ODSP's strict rules and what needs to be done to fix them. Backhand index pointing right if you care about disability rights, financial fairness, or simply want to stay informed. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss future videos that dive deep into the realities of living on ODSP. The Earnings Exemption Trap ODSP allows recipients to earn up to a certain amount each month before benefits are clawed back, but the rules often create a work penalty. Currently, recipients can earn $1,000 before ODSP begins reducing benefits, but every dollar earned beyond that is deducted at a 75% rate. In practice, this means a person who works more doesn't actually see much financial gain, leaving them stuck in poverty. Instead of encouraging employment, the system punishes ambition. For many, it feels like a trap. If you work too little, you can't cover basic needs. If you work too much, ODSP claws back most of what you earn. This structure discourages people from pursuing part-time or flexible jobs that might help them grow skills or slowly return to the workforce. The irony is that ODSP was designed to support independence, but its income exemption rules do the opposite. They create dependency. Many disability advocates argue that income exemptions should be much higher, or benefits should phase out more gradually, so people don't have to fear losing vital supports just for trying to improve their financial situation. Asset limits that prevent saving. One of the most frustrating parts of ODSP is the asset limit. Recipients can only have up to $40,000 in personal assets, excluding things like their home or a car. While this may sound like a lot, it includes savings accounts, investments, and even emergency funds. The problem is that this limit discourages financial planning, saving, or investing for the future. Imagine someone wants to save for retirement, build an emergency fund, or put aside money for home repairs. Once their savings exceed the cap, they risk losing benefits. This forces people into a spend it or lose it mentality, leaving them vulnerable to unexpected expenses. Without the ability to save properly, many ODSP recipients live paycheck to paycheck, constantly worried about financial shocks. In an era where financial literacy and savings are encouraged for everyone else, people with disabilities are locked out of these opportunities. A more supportive system would encourage savings and investments while still ensuring benefits are available to those in need. The asset cap is outdated, rooted in old welfare thinking, and it keeps people with disabilities from ever achieving true financial security. Financial insecurity and mental health strain. The stress of living under ODSP's strict rules takes a major toll on mental health. Constantly worrying about whether you've gone over income or asset limits creates anxiety and fear. Many recipients describe the experience as walking on eggshells, where one mistake in reporting income or saving too much could mean losing essential supports like drug coverage, dental care, or housing allowances. This constant uncertainty leads to feelings of hopelessness and powerlessness. Instead of building confidence in financial independence, ODSP leaves people fearful of every financial choice. The inability to save also means emergencies become crises. A broken appliance, sudden move, or health expense can devastate someone living on ODSP, since they don't have the cushion of savings to fall back on. Over time, this erodes mental health, leading to depression, anxiety, and social isolation. For a program meant to help vulnerable people, ODSP often adds to the burden. Advocates argue that reducing this mental strain should be a priority by reforming income and asset rules to allow recipients to live with dignity, plan for the future, and make financial decisions without constant fear. The call for reform and modernization ODSP's strict income and asset limits reflect outdated welfare policies from decades ago. Today's cost of living, employment landscape, and financial realities demand modernization. Advocates are calling for major reforms, increasing the monthly earnings exemption to reflect real wages, reducing the clawback rate, and raising or eliminating asset caps altogether. Programs like the Registered Disability Savings Plan, RDSP, are helpful, but they don't fully solve the problem, since not everyone qualifies or can contribute enough. Other provinces and countries have already begun moving toward more flexible systems that let people with disabilities work, save, and invest without fear of losing benefits. Ontario lags behind. Reforming these rules wouldn't just help individuals, it would benefit society. Allowing recipients to earn and save would reduce reliance on emergency supports, lower poverty rates, and empower people with disabilities to participate more fully in the economy. Ultimately, ODSP needs to shift from a poverty management model to a disability empowerment model. Until then, strict income and asset limits will continue to trap people in cycles of dependence, preventing them from ever reaching their true potential.